Hello and welcome to what is going to be the last in these regular singing sessions for a little while. It's been great to have all of you joining me for the last 7 weeks. And I would be keen to hear from you if you'd like me to do some other stuff. I'm thinking about maybe doing a half-hour lesson once a week instead of doing little daily updates, but I'll just see how I go over the next week or so. We'll do some singing today. We're going to sing through our song with all of the words. So that's Ombra Mai Fu. You can find the music for that if you want it in the blurb to this little video. And I would also like to acknowledge that I have nothing to do with the toilet paper display, even though it's a long-running joke that I started. My co-worker and wife has been updating the toilet paper display for you daily, and she went all out for you today, one in every color. Hope you enjoy. All right, we are going to start by doing some stretches, and we're going to start with tongue stretches today. Because we're working on consonants, it's a good thing to do. So tip of your tongue behind the back of your bottom front teeth and roll that blade forward nice and hard. So you're really pushing against those teeth, and you're going to push nice and hard, and then you're going to relax. So push and relax. And again, push and relax. And again, and relax. If you take your hand and you rest it lightly underneath your jaw, sort of in this part here, and you do that exercise again, you will feel some muscle pushing down into your fingertips. That's actually a really good way to check when you're singing and when you're speaking as to how much tongue activity and, in fact, tongue tension you have going on. If you can feel a really solid kind of push down into your hand while you're singing, you've probably got some tongue tension happening. You might want to revert to just singing on vowels and making sure this all feels lovely and soft and floppy before you carry on. That's a tip of the day for you. All right, so let's make some sounds, and we're going to do consonants because that's what we're adding to the song today. So I am going to give you a series of 4 consonants, and I want you to repeat them back to me. As you do it, give a good pulse with your tummy muscles so we get a nice strong sound. You repeat. All right, let's get singing. And we are going to start with our friend Bitter Butter. Let's see if this has got any easier for you over these last 7 weeks. Bitter butter, 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 bit. Okay, so the words are bitter butter, but you can make them a bit lazy. Bitter butter, bitter butter. Keep the activity with your lips and with your tongue right at the front and to a minimum, because the more effort you put in, remember this feeling under here, the slower you're going to go. Keep it light, keep it tall. Bitter butter, 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 bit. Bitter butter, 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 bit. Bitter butter, 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 bit. Keep it light. Bitter butter, 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 bit. Bitter butter, 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 bit. Last one. Bitter butter, 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 bit. Okay, and now let's work our way up through the range with these notes. Ya. So it's a straight arpeggio going up, but coming back down, it's a little different. Ya. Try that. 2R, nice and smooth. Ya. Lots of lift and stretch at the back. And now we're going to swap to Rio. So as in I go to Rio, yeah? Rio. Use the E to keep the off forward and bright. Rio. Swap back to ya. Ya. A little faster. Ya. 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 Last one if you can. Ya. There you go. You've done me good doing all of these. That was a top C. It wasn't the best top C in the world, but I don't crack one of those out very often. So just in your honor. All right, we're going to head downwards now. And these are little palette push-ups. So the words are meaning, naming. Meaning, naming. And you need to make them super posh. Meaning, naming, meaning, and naming. And you also need to get the nasals, which are the the and the really vibrating. So lots of contact, loose contact, so it can still vibrate, but lots of contact with all of your lips and your tongue so that the sound is resonant. Meaning, naming, meaning, naming, meaning, naming, meaning, naming. And we're going to head down with this, like this. Meaning, naming, meaning, naming, meaning, naming, meaning, naming. My piano hasn't gotten better though. I still can't play a major scale. All right, here we go. Meaning, naming, meaning, naming, meaning, naming, meaning, naming. Meaning, naming, meaning, naming, meaning, naming, meaning, naming. Meaning, naming, meaning, naming, meaning, naming, meaning, naming. Keep the back of your mouth open. Meaning, naming, meaning, naming, meaning, naming, meaning, naming. Meaning, naming, meaning, naming, meaning, naming, meaning, naming. And if you're starting to sink into chest voice, because you're a soprano or an alto, at this point, remember to add a little bit of a yawn as you come down. Meaning, naming, meaning, naming, meaning, naming, meaning, naming. Meaning, naming, meaning, naming, meaning, naming, meaning, naming. Meaning, naming, meaning, naming, meaning, naming, meaning, naming. Okay, let's turn to our handle, ombra mai fu. We've been working through the different steps that I take when teaching a piece or when learning a piece for the first time. Step 1, remember, find your best vowel, sing the whole thing on your best vowel. Step 2, work through the whole piece on your second best vowel, third best, fourth best, fifth best. Step number 3, all the vowels. Take the consonants out of the text and sing the whole piece through on just the vowels. Step number 4, which we did yesterday, good vowel, bad vowel. Work through each phrase, Identify the best vowel that you have, the clearest, most resonant sound, and the one that feels free and easy. And the fluffiest, worst, most out of tune vowel that you've got, and work to match those two sounds up, preferably towards the direction of the good vowel rather than towards the direction of the bad vowel. If you missed yesterday's session, that's the one I recommend you check out because I go through that in a bit of detail. Today, we're just going to put the consonants in. There's a couple of tips around consonants, which I'll go through. But before we do those, we'll just talk through the text. Now, I'm not a fluent Italian speaker, but I think we'll get the general idea. The important thing, especially if you're Australian, is to make sure you don't have any diphthongs. So it's not ombra, mai, fu. We need one of those 5 vowels, I, E, A, O, U, each time. Ombra, mai, fu. Di vegetabile, cara ed amabile, soave più. That's it. Ombra mai fu, di vegetabile, cara ed amabile, soave più. Okay, so a couple of pointers around consonants. Firstly, wherever you can, you need to make sure that you can sing the consonants. Some consonants are voiced, some are unvoiced, or we might say devoiced sometimes, depending which lingo you're using. Voiced consonants are the ones that actually have some voice behind them. B, okay? Unvoiced consonants have no voice behind them. P, t, f, okay? So you can't sing on those, but you can sing on an as in ombra. You can sing on a b, and you can also sing on a r. You can sing on the of my. You can't sing on the f of fu. So if we go in slow motion from the beginning, try that. Let's just do a short om, but we'll go slowly with the consonants. That will help with the connection. So that's tip number 1. Let's do that again, and we'll make the consonants faster now. So you need to sing on them, but you don't want to spend too long on them, because really what consonants do is break up the vowels, and that breaks up the connection with your singing. Try that again. Tip 2 is riffing on that theme of not breaking up the vowels. So for example, if you look at the line cara ed amabile, this is about the 3rd phrase. Cara ed amabile. If you look at the amabile, you have 2 R vowels in a row, R, E, E. But you have to put an M in there. So what you want to do is try and maintain the R in the back of your mouth as much as you can. Try not to change that shape, and just do the minimum that you can with your lips to make the M so that you don't lose that vowel. And then the sound will be as consistent as possible. So I'm going to sing amabile. Amabile. Try that. This is a bit high for you to experiment with. You can do it down, that's fine. Now try it and really chew your vowels around, so close your mouth completely for the M. You get that kind of swoopy sound with the pitch. So that's why we want to try and keep things open. Okay, that's tip 2. Wherever you have vowels, try and let the consonants interfere as little as possible by staying open and maintaining the space. Let the consonants sort of happen here. And tip 3 for consonants is sing them on the new note. What do I mean by that? Well, if you want to avoid having a good scoop, if you have a voiced consonant, sing it on the note. Be very clear about that, the note that you are going to. So I am going to have a look at the, I think the best place to look at this is actually the second last phrase. Before the big pause, this that bit. So is a voiced consonant. The v of ave. Try just singing the v on the note. Okay, so I could sing that v anywhere between here and here, and then it would sound like this. But we want to avoid that. So if you are clear about singing the v on that top note, you'll get a clearer transition. That was a bit flat. Try that, hang around on the v for a bit. Okay, so that's what you want to do. Step 1, sing all the consonants that you can sing. Everything that's voiced, make sure you're singing it. Step number 2, interfere with your vowels as little as possible. Make the consonants quick, keep them as much at the front of your mouth as possible. Try to maintain the space. And tip number 3 is make sure that when you are, particularly when you're moving up, consonants happen on the new note, not on the old note or in between the old and the new note. Go for the new note, sing them on the new note, and everything will be clearer. So what we're going to do now is just sing through the whole piece, a little bit of karaoke. Let's see how we go. You can play with all of these different things at home on your own with whatever piece you're working on, but let's just have a sing through of Ombre mai fou. And when you get to that pausey bit, you can do a little cadenza if you like. I have one that I do. It's not particularly fancy, but it's a little easier for me than just hanging on to a long note. Something about long notes always makes me feel more like I'm going to run out of air than if I'm still singing. So, fingers crossed for me on that one. So I hope you enjoy the sing. Remember, we're starting on page 2 of the music, so for the aria. And I'm going to play from the bar before where we come in, because I don't want to risk making any more mistakes than I absolutely have to and probably already will. Here we go. Enjoy your singing. And because this is the last in these regular daily sessions, I thought we might also just have a sing through the first song we ever learnt together, which I think was Banaha. So if you haven't caught up with this song yet, it's very simple. The words, I'll go around once, but if you don't know them, you might just like to sing to La or something like that. They are si, do la da, yaku, sine, ladu, banaha. Si, do la da, yaku, sine, ladu, banaha. 3 lines of music. Each line goes round twice. I'm just going to sing through the whole thing twice through. If you remember it, if you know it, jump in and sing in harmony. You can pick whichever one of the 3 melodies you want to sing at any given time, or you can sing along with me. If you're just getting to know it, copy me each time I get to the second repeat of the melody. It's been a lot of fun. I hope you enjoy a little bit of Banaha. 1, 2, 3, and si 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 tolada yaku sine la du Banaha. Si 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 tolada yaku sine la du Banaha. Banaha Banaha yaku sine la du Banaha. Banaha Banaha yaku sine la du Banaha. Banaha yaku sine la du Banaha. Banaha yaku sine la du Banaha. Si 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 tolada yaku sine la du Banaha. Si 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 tolada yaku sine la du Banaha. Banaha Banaha yaku sine la du Banaha. Banaha Banaha yaku sine la du Banaha. Banaha yaku sine la du Banaha. Banaha yaku sine la du Banaha. Thanks for joining me. I'm Sarah Penicka-Smith. You can find me through my website if you want to get in touch, make any requests about future stuff that you might like to see. I'll be back in touch, I'm sure, at some point. But for now, I'm signing off. Stay safe and keep singing.